Rolleth, my friend, rolleth. Cotton is kind of with us, kind of not. I'm not sure what's happening. All right, and he's out. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Post Cave Show. What's up, chat? What's up, everyone? Big time win. Roll Tide. Nice cover there too. I don't even know if I'm on. There we go. Here's Cotton back again. Maybe not. I don't even know what the score of the Auburn game is right now. Oh, it's going to overtime. Tide going to overtime. That's nuts.
Hey, man.
Whoa, Roll Tide.
Sorry about that. My computer decided to crap out right when you started.
That's all right. Mine does that all the time.
All right.
Chat is active. They've been active for a minute while we're waiting for that never-ending game to end.
That was something, wasn't it? There's a lot to unpack here from this game.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Let's just do some initial thoughts first, Jeff. Like, what are you thinking, man? Like,
so that game was, we were in control most of that game. I mean, if not all of it. Gave up, got gashed for some runs. Hate seeing that, but that's become a commonplace. Our guys, stiffen up when they need to. But you told me we won by 17. I've been pretty happy.
Yeah. I felt like a lot of people, there's some frustration with the defense in this game, and I get it. I understand. But what I think a lot of people don't realize is this is the number one offense in the SEC right now. And that's not a fluke. Like, this is a really, really good offense that they played today. And I think overall they did pretty well, especially in terms of limiting the run. Also, this is the best pass rush on paper that Alabama's going to play all season. Not to say that there aren't other good ones. Auburn's good. Oklahoma's good. South Carolina's got a good pass rush. But, I mean, it's easy to kind of look at this and be frustrated with the defensive performance. But, man, they were going to score points. They were going to put up yardage. Joey Aguilar is legit. Brazel is a beast. Their offensive line played pretty well. But Alabama's played better. I told you guys that it was going to be third down, maybe fourth down. Alabama's defense did not perform well early on third and fourth down. They started to kind of get it together in the second half. But,
I think Tennessee was 5 for 5 on fourth down.
Yeah. Offense went a little stagnant at times, but the wide receivers came through when we needed them to, specifically Jeremy Bernard. Everybody had a really good game. Ryan Williams had a really good game. I was a little confused there at the end why Yanze Pierre wasn't in, why he's standing on the sideline. It's your best pass rusher right now. Some stuff Kane Womack does a little questionable, but ultimately, Alabama gets its 12th home win in a row over Tennessee. They get their 4th win over a ranked opponent, which has never been done. This team has everything it needs to win a national championship. It just has to put it together. That's what I keep saying. Like, week by week, if they can just keep getting better, they haven't even touched playing their best football. We talked about that with Clint and EG on Thursday.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So I feel. I feel good about this one. This was one of the ones I had circled going, this feels like this could be an upset against Daddy.
Yes, Lance, I totally agree.
Let's go to the chat.
Guy that's been fired by every SEC school off the sidelines, please.
Yeah. Auburn just took a big sack in overtime to Missouri. We got everybody in here tonight. All right. Roll Tide, Jay Walker. How you doing, man? Like, defense,
you must be talking about you and Raj. Yeah, our defense, it's so Jekyll and Hyde. It's they make great plays and they look solid, and then they'll miss 4 tackles and the guy will go for 53 yards.
Absolutely.
And you're like, a tackling coach? We missed a lot of tackles tonight. Number 18 for Tennessee broke the first tackle just about every one of his runs.
Yeah, no kidding, man. That dude was legit. And Tennessee is very stubborn about running the ball. And listen, Alabama's run defense, everybody wants to talk about how poor they are, how they're not great. Ultimately, over the course of the game, Alabama's run defense does a good job. They are just giving up a couple of big
gash plays.
Yeah, the gash plays every game. That's going to happen in this scheme when they're playing, there's a lot of times Bama has 3. I knew that big touchdown Alabama had three. I mean, Tennessee had 3 down linemen, and I was like, oh hell, they're about to run this down our throat. And sure enough, they did. Yep, Auburn might have just lost, just missed their field goal.
Oh, attaboy.
Yep. LSU loses to Vanderbilt today. Bama beats Tennessee. And
all the jokes about losing to Vanderbilt are all coming back around.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I love it.
That's good. Oh, what a dude! Solid username, Patron Corleone. I like
it.
Nice. Patron Corleone. All right, chat. Let's hear your thoughts. Like, how are you feeling overall? Do you feel good? Obviously, it feels good. It's a W. It's a 17-point win at home. It's always nice when Tennessee comes to town to see Bryant Denny encircled in cigar smoke before the fourth quarter's out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
blunt smoke.
Yeah, dude. So Chris and I used to do a show, and it was on Facebook, and we would sit outside and smoke cigars, and it was called Blowing Smoke. And so, I love doing that. I've got a humidor full of them. I'll smoke mine when we're done here. You guys are more important.
I remember those days.
Yeah. You guys are more important than tradition.
I remember those days.
So,
hey, that was a great win. I have some issues with some of the play calls. I thought coming out of halftime, I thought we should have gone for the kill after that pick six, and then coming out with the ball to open the half. I thought we should have attacked them there. And, if we hit something big and it's 30-7, you can bury them. But we came right out of the half and run up the middle, sweep run for -2, tie incompletes, 4th and 13, and we punt it right back. And then they go down the field, and it's just like, why? It kills me how he would just kill momentum sometimes. Jam had 12 carries for 15 yards. So thank God they moved off of him at the end of the game and put Daniel Hill in, who took the game over.
Yeah, they were struggling for a little bit. We were trying to be stubborn about running the ball, and it just wasn't happening.
I mean, it was killing me.
You've got to continue to try, but at a certain point, when you're putting your offense in a tough position and they're not converting third downs, like I said, that was going to be a big deal. And then you're putting your defense on the field back to back to back. When I kept, finally they kind of abandoned it. And,
like Daniel Hill was solid. Start calling him Mo Rivera, man. That brought the closer in. He closed it down.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. Put mine.
I went to go there. I think he said miss. I think we're going to say miss.
All right. Here we go for the game. Missouri.
This is something here. Like Auburn. This. Rotating the offensive line every series is killing me. I guess it's
not going to change.
By game 7, I'm like, can we get 5? But this apparently is the way it's going to be.
I'm not going to comment on why they're doing it. I told you guys in the chat, in our chat, our private chat, why I think it is. I'm pretty sure I know why, but I don't want to spread rumors in case I'm wrong. But I will say this: I'm not going to. I can't give you names yet, but I will. But
that's right, Sean. 20 points is a new shutout.
That's a good point. Alabama's performance today might have shored some things up on the recruiting front for some folks. That's all I'm going to say. So, Dewberry's been really good. I thought it was interesting that Dewberry wasn't in the. Jeff, you're going to get us copyrighted. That Dewberry
it was reversed. I missed it.
Oh, man, of course. I thought it was interesting that Dewberry wasn't in the original lineup. Something I noticed from today, the offensive line played really, really well. It didn't really matter who was in there personnel-wise. They played well in terms of pass protection. That was, again, oh, my gosh. I'm behind you. I got a delay. Oh, my Lord.
I thought it looked good. It went over the top. See, Drinkwitz is running out on the field to shake Hung's hand.
Absolutely. But that was the best pass rush in the SEC. That was the best pass rush in the country. They led the country in sacks. I was talking about that all week. It had me bothered. And I felt like the way they handled that would be telling moving forward, because South Carolina's got a good pass rush. Oklahoma's got a really good pass rush. Auburn has a really good pass rush. And Alabama's offensive line, I think they answered the bell. There were a couple plays there where they broke down. And balls got batted and things like that. But I don't think they ever sacked Ty, did they?
I don't think they pressured him a few times. They got a couple of hurries, but I don't think they ever got to him and sacked him.
No. Yeah. Alabama's offensive line, I get it. I know that people don't like the Formby's got picks on Kayla Navarre. I know that people don't like what's going on with that rotation, but I mean, ultimately, overall, they all played together really, really well. Yeah, early in the game, Tennessee was trying to pick on Deshaun Jones and Dijon Lee, and it was working. And it forced Alabama to pull both of those guys. They put Red Morgan in at that Husky position. He played really, really well. Damani Jackson played pretty good until the end. He just had to come apart. I don't know what's going on with him, man. That's like Damani Jackson's broken. We just have to accept it and move forward. But
he's not good with angles. He takes poor angles.
Well, it's like they're trying to be overly aggressive. Greg McElroy, and I know we don't like him, but he brought this up. It's like they're trying to be overly aggressive and they're lining up too close to the line of scrimmage and then taking terrible angles. And so Kane Womack has been kind of trying to get them to take stage up further back from the line so that they've got a better field view. And that's worked. It's worked really, really well. But that swarm defense, that's what's causing that, I think. And they're having to change up that philosophy a little bit. Now, a couple of guys, Justin Jefferson had a really, really good game. Nakai Hill-Green had a really, really good game. Yanze Pierre, of course, had a really, really good game. Alabama's linebacking core is coming along. I thought Lawson had a pretty solid game. He does take horrible angles sometimes, but I thought he had a really good
couple
game.
Bad ones tonight, but he played overall pretty good.
Yeah, LT Overton had a fantastic game. I'm not going to comment on James Smith. He kind of pissed me off with the personal foul. That was a lot worse than probably a lot of people realize. Look, I hate Tennessee. Absolutely hate Tennessee, but it's been well publicized that Joey Aguilar's been dealing with some neck stuff. And if you go back and watch that, he dropped that left forearm right on the back of dude's neck. So I have some issues with that.
And if they start sliding, you got to bail.
Yeah.
That's twice now he's done that.
Yeah. Noah Carter made
some
plays early. Yeah, Lance is right. Noah Carter made some plays early.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I feel like Alabama did a good job. And the story's not going to be about their defense. Right now, I think going into the week, overall total defense, Alabama has like the number 3 total defense in the country. Now, that's based off of like points given up. This game isn't going to hurt that at all. Obviously, this defense is susceptible to some things. We've seen it, but they've also stepped up several times when a game is on the line. It wasn't on the line today, but they still stepped up when they needed to stop them from scoring in the end. Would love to see that earlier in the game. But again, this is one of the best offenses in the SEC that they play today. This offense is averaging 48 points a game, and it's not a fluke. You go look at their schedule. It's not a fluke. This is a very, very good offense. Surprisingly, it's a very good offense, and Alabama held them to 20.
What'd they hang on Georgia, like 41?
48, I think. 48 or 49. Hold on. Let me look.
They lost, 44-41, I thought, or 48-47, or 48-45. Something. They lost by 3. It was high 40s.
I'm looking. 41. 44-41.
Okay, so yeah, they hung 41 on Georgia.
That's crazy. Let's bring up the box score and look at some stuff here. Cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll look at stat leaders. Aguilar got his. He stayed on average. He was throwing around 270 a game. He was just under that. That one INT obviously hurt. Interestingly enough, that wasn't the difference in the game, but still, that was a huge swinging point. I personally thought that Alabama was going to come out in the second half, that first drive, and take command. They, again, for the second week in a row, they come out in their first drive and just completely crap the bed.
I mean, it's like dud, punt.
Yeah. And some of that, to your point, Jeff, was on play calling. It really was play calling. They got too stubborn. Missouri is driving on Auburn right now.
I just thought they should have gone for the kill. Like there's blood in the water. Like
yes, yeah,
like finish them off right there.
Yeah, I feel like they got a little bit too conservative, trying and again being stubborn about the run. Obviously, they want to run the football, but at a certain point, when you're trying to put a game away, you have to.
That was my whole thing.
Yeah, you got to accept that you can't do it. And you've got a quarterback who can make all the throws. You've got one of the best, if not the best, wide receiving core in the country. Just go win, right? They did not do that. They figured that out about halfway through the third quarter and then started working towards it. Oh, man, Missouri is on the 1 yard line about to score on Auburn.
They're going to fumble on third down and goal.
Do what?
Missouri's about to fumble on third and goal, I bet.
Man, shut up. Ty had a solid outing. He went 19 for 29. Not a great completion rating. But again, this, he was pressured a lot in this game.
And he had a couple he threw low that got batted, and then that one third down to Lottie that was just a smidge behind him that Lottie caught, and then the dude raked it as he was pulling it, as Brooks was pulling it back towards him on that third down. Then Tennessee, of course, scored on like 2 plays later.
Right. Now, a lot of people are going to see this total number 411. Tennessee's been doing this to everybody. However, a huge chunk of this was in garbage time, where Alabama's playing safe, playing deep,
empty calorie yards.
Yeah. But it's still, Alabama gives up. I think Alabama did a really good job stuffing the run for Tennessee. They had a couple of busts, they had a couple of gash plays, but overall, Alabama did a really good job with stuffing the run. A couple of them was on Kane Womack. He had them in wrong personnel groupings. Like I said, I don't think personally, if somebody's going to run the ball, I don't ever want to have 3 down linemen.
That long touchdown Tennessee had right when we broke huddle, it was like 3 down linemen and then 8 guys 10 yards off the line and zone. And I was like,
I knew it was going to be wrong. James Smith was kind of like almost walking to position.
Yeah.
I don't know why Tennessee didn't go ahead and snap the ball, but James Smith was out of position. Somebody was having to tell him where to go. And you kind of just got a feeling like they did not know what they were doing.
And he made one cut and it was like green grass.
Yeah. Alabama did not run the ball well either, but that's kind of been Alabama's thing. I didn't expect them to run the ball in this game. I'm actually surprised that they broke 100 rushing yards in this game. Yeah. I did not expect Alabama to run well. Like, Tennessee's defensive front is one of the best in the country. Again, nobody's going to talk about that because everybody's going to be pissed that Alabama didn't beat them, 60-0. That's not college football anymore. That's not going to happen anywhere. I mean,
20
Texas
is the new shutout.
You saw that. Auburn, Missouri right now. Missouri is clearly a better team than Auburn, especially offensively, and they're at Auburn and it's tied 17 in double overtime. And so it's just the nature of the sport. Alabama possessed the ball, I think, longer. Hold on. Yeah, a little bit longer. So no real big difference there. Penalties, no real big difference. Obviously, you had 2 turnovers, or a turnover on each side. Touchdown, Missouri. Tennessee ran more plays, man. I mean, looking at this, you would go, Tennessee probably won this game. Their 4th down efficiency was pretty good. Alabama was 100%, but they only went for it on once. They did allow 4 sacks. Now, that is another part of this that we need to talk about. Alabama hasn't been great at pressuring quarterbacks, right? They haven't been great at getting them down to the ground. It's something we've all complained about last season going into this season. Tennessee, I don't know that they allowed a sack up until this point. Joey Aguilar has been kept pretty clean all season. So, Alabama did a fantastic job defensively in this game. People aren't going to give them credit. They're going to be pissed about the defense and 400 yards and blah, 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 and the way the game ended. But I'm telling you, man, this was 6
penalties in the last drive.
Yeah, no kidding.
The penalties actually looked pretty good until the last drive there.
This was a pretty good performance. So, I expect them to. This is my expectation. I'm no longer as concerned about South Carolina as I was now that I've watched this game. I think Alabama will be able to handle that pass rush pretty well. And then South Carolina's offensive line is awful. It's really, really bad. So
their only hope is Sellers, eludes a couple of sacks and breaks off some big
which he
runs.
Can do. He can do. He
outside of that, South Carolina doesn't bring much.
Yeah, he can do. And so the good thing about getting today out of the way, right? This is over with. Obviously, it's great to beat Tennessee, but in the big picture, Alabama goes to Columbia next weekend, gets a win, right? You go into the bye week, and then you have a lot of flexibility in terms of playoffs. You have a lot more flexibility in terms of the playoff and the SEC championship.
Mhm.
And so I don't think Alabama's going to lose to LSU. Obviously, Oklahoma is a pretty decent team. I don't think they're as bad as some people think.
You get them at home too, though.
Yeah, exactly. But and then that Iron Bowl game. I think Auburn has the best defense in the country. I'm watching them right now. Their offense is terrible, but I think defensively they're one of the best, if not the best, overall defense in the country. It's going to be hard to go down there.
Certainly be made.
Yeah, that will be if Ty Simpson is going to win the Heisman. That will be when he does it for certain.
And we'll need a performance like that because that's going to be a night game in Jordan Hare, and we know how those go.
Yeah.
So we're going to need.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to overlook anybody. Oklahoma does have a very, very good pass rush. They have it's going to be a lot like what happened against Tennessee today. A lot's going to be put on Ty Simpson. Now, I think Alabama figured something out today. I think that they figured out that Kevin Riley is not the answer at number 2 in terms of running back. You obviously want to give Jam Miller the bulk of the carries, but go ahead, Jeff. I know you're ready to bite on this.
Do we want to give Jam Miller the bulk of the carries?
I think you do, just because of seniority. Now, if he does what he did again today, nah, man, nah.
But here's the problem with Riley. He weighs 150 pounds, and they just hammer him in the A gap, just like Jam. Same exact plays for Jam 220, Riley 150. It's like you can't just hammer Riley up the guard's ass. That's not his strength. But there we are.
That's right. But here's the thing, man. All right, Missouri just won. Auburn loses to Missouri 23-17 in double overtime.
Fourth down stop?
Yeah. Big fourth down stop. But awesome.
How'd the refs win it for Missouri? I didn't watch the game, so I'm sure the refs made a bunch of calls against Auburn because of conspiracy. It
didn't matter. They lost. Illegal touching. Yeah, it's fine. Auburn lost. Daniel Hill had a very good game, I think. Mm-hmm. He came in with fresh legs towards the end of the game and made a immediate impact for Alabama. Did you guys see the play where he kind of like flew for 2 yards?
Well, yes. And then the other play that guy was on his leg and he drug him for about 4 more yards and got close to that first down.
There you go, Lance. Absolutely. It showed. This guy is the same size as Derrick Henry when he was at Alabama. And he flew literally for a couple of yards. It was absolutely insane.
He's a difference maker. If we can save him for the fourth quarter, play Enter Sandman when he comes in, when they bring him in the fourth quarter.
Oh man! Now I think there were some issues with Ryan Grubb today too. I think Ryan Grubb is still trying to learn how to call plays in the SEC, especially when Alabama finds themselves, this team has a problem with kind of putting people away. Again, I don't think that's college football anymore where you beat somebody typically by 3 scores and, but Grubb has struggled with play calling in really important parts of games and allowed opponents to get back into the game. Dude, that stupid freaking double pass to Jeremy Bernard, that pissed me off so bad. I'm grateful to Jeremy Bernard for what he did.
God, Jeremy's a ball player.
Freak athlete, but at the same time, man, there's so many things that can go wrong with that kind of play. He's struggling with that balance between being fundamental and being cute. And
you could see it coming a mile away because Bernard, he swung way wide behind the quarterback, so you knew something was up. And Tennessee went right to the spot, and he just happened to break 4 tackles and have a huge gain out of it.
Yeah, and that was at a point in the game where if you turn that ball over, Tennessee picks it up and goes and scores. You're a 1 possession game at that point, and they have all the momentum. And so, absolutely,
Bill's texting us updates of the game. Bill text Auburn just lost 7 minutes after it happens.
We know, buddy. We know. Gadget Grub. I love that. I'm going to steal that and use it. So, hey, if you're smoking a cigar right now, tell us what you're smoking in the comment section. Also, you can share it on X, share a picture of you smoking the cigar and tag Waaaay Offsides in it, or just use hashtag Waaaay Offsides. Make sure you use how many A's, Jeff? 4.
Waaaay. This is all caps. Waaaay. Waaaay.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Thanks, Skip. Skip, rate it up for us.
I forgot to send him his check. I probably need to get that.
I need to get that in the mail to him.
Yeah, he's gonna get pissed. Oh, smoking the Olivia. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oliva. It's Oliva, right? It's not Olivia.
Right. Monte Cristo, number 2. Wow, man! I bet you got bad poop mouth after 2 cigars. Man, you'll be spitting chalk for 2 weeks.
Any Padron fans in the house? I know there's a few. I got a few family reserves up in the humidor with my name on it.
So what's Debo now? 13-2 in the black hoodie.
Hold on, I'm sorry. This is a very, very good cigar. I wish Chris was here because he loves his smoke. Very good choice, Kyle. Very proud of you. Okay, what'd you say now, Jeff?
I don't even remember. I got lost thinking about that cigar.
Good cigar. Yeah, Kalen DeBoer. I don't know what his record is right now against.
That's what it is. 13-2 in the black hoodie, I think.
Dude, hold on. Yes. We're still talking about cigars. Why do you have to upstage everybody? J-Bait, go to your room. You're in timeout. Come on. God.
Is that a fancy cigar? B-Hike 6056, whatever.
Yeah, it's Bahiki. Yeah, it's a very
Bahiki.
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a very nice cigar. I must say guitar. It's been a while. I used to be like so into it. I had like a membership. I actually had a membership at R&R. They kept talking about R&R cigars during the game. But I actually had a membership there. I know Reagan pretty well. If he remembers me, that feels like an eternity ago. But yeah, Kalen DeBoer is he extends his record against ranked teams. Dude, I just this is a gritty team, man. It's a gritty team who wins gritty games. They've shown that they can do it on the road. They've shown that they can do it at home. They've shown that they could do it against different styles of offenses. They've shown that they can beat you in different ways. Obviously, Ty Simpson is the engine, is the motor that makes this thing run. I think Bama, as long as they continue to build on what they've screwed up the week before, and I also worry about their emotional level. This schedule is brutal. And so keeping their intensity high, right? Keeping them motivated, keeping them bought into the process. And I mean, they're probably going to be 3 or 4 tomorrow in the rankings, right? So how do you keep that head from expanding, right? Ryan Williams has a fantastic outing today. How do you build on that instead of allowing him to, go back down the rabbit hole he went through?
I think this team's pretty good at closing the door and moving on. I mean, Debo said before that they had already turned attention off Mizzou before they even got back to Tuscaloosa. And so I like hearing that. They don't linger it.
Yeah. But I just
close the gate.
It's not going to get any easier from here. Next week, Alabama should win. They should win that game. But I think everybody probably would expect them to go into South Carolina and have to squeak one out, right? Just because that's kind of what this team does. That's what Kalen DeBoer teams do. And then you get the bye week to kind of get a little healthier, start preparing. You get who comes out of the bye week? LSU and then Oklahoma, right? And then Eastern Illinois, and then you go to Auburn. Let's see. Lance, for some reason I thought it was at 11, and I kept saying that, but it's at 2:30 Central Time.
So I think it's 2:30 next week.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Vanderbilt will beat Texas next year. Alabama.
Where is that game?
It's at what? Vandy and Texas.
Is that in Texas or Nashville?
I don't know. They haven't played a lot of games at home. Let's see. It's at Texas, of course, but I don't think it's going to matter. Texas is not great.
No, they're not.
So,
yes, Tobias is right. Debo did a hell of a job coaching since week 1.
Yeah, dude. The way he's used that week 1 loss to kind of motivate and build. And again, it hasn't clicked yet. Alabama is not playing their best football yet. And I think if they continue doing what they're doing right now, you're going to see that come the postseason. And it's going to be very, very hard. Whoever gets that Bama draw, it's going to be very, very hard to beat them. Very hard to beat them. And they're probably going to lose another game. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. Again, super gritty team. but they're
I had them going 5-1.
probably going to drop
second
another
half of
game
the
at a
season.
time.
Yeah.
You just say what?
I said I had them going 5-1 in the second
What
half.
did
I think it'd be
you say, Jeff?
hard to go 6-0 in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll be honest, there's still opportunity for them to go 4-2. You know,
I mean, if they don't stay focused, they're going to go 4-2. Yeah. I mean, they got to keep the eyes on the way they've been.
Could get worse, right? The wheels could come off.
So
yeah,
we're one injury
with the
away.
Teams they've got coming in.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I noticed that we had some pretty significant guys that were kind of grimacing a lot today. Jeremy Bernard was one of them. He looked a little bit, maybe exhausted, but I guess he, makes sense because he's pretty much carrying the offense on his back for a while there.
That was a physical game. It was a physical game tonight.
But it seems like everybody we're playing is bringing their physical A game. And, that takes a toll. And so, again, I want to see Bama get through next week. And they get through next week. We can take a week off. And, turn our
bye week will be welcome after that South Carolina game. That'll be a welcomed bye week to get some guys rested up for the stretch.
Turn our focus to the last fourth of the season and roll on, man. This team is this is a great testament to how good Kalen DeBoer actually is. There were a lot of Alabama fans coming into this season calling for his head, which was absolutely ridiculous. But DeBoer is he's showing why he was such a sought after coach. If you don't believe me, go look at the Penn State social media accounts that want Penn State to go after him, which he's not going anywhere. But
the fact Penn State thinks that they can just fly down here and hire Kalen DeBoer is hysterical to me.
Yeah. Kyle, so right after that game, they updated the odds, and he was tied with the quarterback from Indiana. Now, what's going to happen, I'll go ahead and tell you, is after that performance that Diego Pavia had today, and even the performance that Chambliss had in the loss, you're going to get a lot of media people lobbying for those two, so they're going to start getting a lot of love. Ty Simpson is going to have a game at some point in time where folks just go, wow, and not Alabama fans, where it demands national media attention because it's a media award. It's flavor of the week. Right now, Indiana is the flavor of the week because they're a team who's not historically good, who is good. Kirk Cignetti is a great story. He just got the big pay raise. Yeah, and keep in mind that the Heisman favors, running first quarterbacks. It always has. That's why so many Big 12 quarterbacks won it, because they played terrible defenses that could just run up and down the field. Looking at you, Baker Mayfield. Looking at you, Kyler Murray. But, I mean, he's
Heisman.
Technically he's a front runner, but he's a front runner. He's a co-front runner right now. I don't know that this game is going to do him any favors. Yeah, a funny name. You're not yet. Exactly. He's going to be another name people are going to start throwing around because he had a crazy good game against Wisconsin today. Ty did not look great at every facet of the game today. He actually, this was one of his worst games. Not that it was
I was about to say technically it was one of his worst games.
Yeah.
Not counting Florida State, but
yeah, still, I mean, his stats are pretty similar to Florida State.
When he scrambled to the right late in the game and threw that ball like towards the middle that almost got picked on the 10-yard line, I almost had an aneurysm in my living room.
That pissed me off pretty good.
Just run it. It's like 2 yards. Just tuck it and go.
I want to look at his stats from that Florida State game and compare it to what happened today. So in that Florida State game, Ty Simpson, today. So in Florida State, he went 23 for 43 for 254 and 2 touchdowns. In this game, he went 19 for 29 for 253 and 2 touchdowns. So it's very similar to that FSU game. So everybody that was blaming the FSU loss on Ty Simpson needs to go take a hike. And they don't know what they're talking about.
Many things went wrong in that game.
Yeah. It was.
Ty was one of the least of the problems.
Yeah. Anyway, so
DeBoer's chewing some ass tonight too.
Well, it needs to be done,
Steven.
man.
Yeah, I love seeing it.
It needs to be done.
I love seeing it.
There was a lot of stupid stuff that was going on in this game, man.
Sayan played every snap against Wisconsin. It was like 37 zip. Sayan's out there running hurry up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, if you look at Ohio State's schedule, the rest of the way, it's laughable. It's so I'm
one
hoping,
game against Michigan.
yeah, and
That's it.
they're gonna. I don't know how good Ohio State is.
Nobody
We're
does.
hanging what we know about Ohio State off of them beating Texas in week 1 at home,
14-7.
14-7, and we know now this Texas team is not good. The same thing with Miami. Everybody thought Miami was great because they beat Clemson, and we know Clemson is bad, right?
Very.
So and then Miami goes and lays an egg on Friday night in front of the Carson Beck does what Carson Beck does.
That game was a complete, perfect microcosm of how you've been describing Carson Beck for 2 years.
Yeah.
2
yeah,
years.
dude.
Exactly what you've been saying about him. That game the other night was a perfect example of everything you've said about Beck the last 2 years.
Yeah. Beck is he's not an NFL style quarterback because he can't handle pressure. If that pocket collapses at all around him, he's gonna throw a pick. And
yeah,
that's what he did. So
Yeah.
all right, chat. We're not going to stick around too much longer. It is late.
Great win. Great win. 6-1, won 6 in a row, 4-0, top SEC. Ole Miss goes down. A lot of one-loss teams going to be sitting at the top of the SEC.
Yeah, Alabama's going to be up to probably number 4 tomorrow, maybe number 3. Where do you think they should be, chat? Where are you expecting them to be when the AP drops?
Top 5, definitely.
Yeah.
Top 3, probably.
Yeah. Oh, also, just a heads up, I will be spending the day with family tomorrow, so I will probably not be posting on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll resume posting on Monday. We'll start looking ahead to South Carolina. So probably 3, 4. Yeah, same thing. We'll see. I just worry about them climbing up and those heads swelling a little bit. So it's up to the coaching staff to keep them humble, right?
Absolutely agree.
Do me a favor. Tomorrow, at some point in time, I want to give you all homework. Tell one person about Waaaay Offsides. I know we're kind of low energy tonight. I think everybody's just kind of exhausted.
Late night.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired.
Emotionally spent.
I love Lance so much. Tell him, Lance. Don't worry.
Rat poison.
Yeah. Hey, A&M did not look great.
OSU, Indiana, and Bama. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So
I'll take that.
What a weird top 4, man.
We're in a world where Indiana is going to be ranked 2nd and Vanderbilt might be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Universe is this.
We're going to talk a little bit about this later on this week, Jay Bake. We'll have some content dropping regarding why you said that. So, yeah. So you guys are going to want to stick around. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you're watching this after the fact, leave a big thumbs up and a big roll tide in the comment section below. Let me know where you're watching.
295 of you that are hanging with us tonight.
Yeah, a bunch of you are watching on X. There's 239 of you watching on X. Hey, go over
to the
tube on your back porch, enjoying your cigar. Go over to YouTube really quick. Find the channel. I'll put the link down here for you in the comment section, and just hit subscribe. Helps us out. You can hit the notification bell while you're at it, and we'll send everything straight to your phone because we're considerate like that.
That's what we do.
So
we're here for you guys.
Yeah. Love each and every one of you. Alabama, big win. Looking to get one more revenge win this season. South Carolina's on deck. Then thank gosh we get a bye week because it feels like we haven't had one in forever. So 37-20 is your final score.
37-20.
Bama puts up a big one. Again, you can smell the tobacco all through Tuscaloosa as God intended. Right?
As God intended.
Roll Tide. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down. Beat Auburn and LSU. God, we whipped Tennessee.
Just beat Tennessee, too.
That's right. Roll Tide, y'all. Good night.
Roll Tide, y'all.